لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. You're welcome to the series of the first 10 days in Dhul Hijah, coming to you from the studios of Ames Media Company Limited. Today we are going to be focusing on the fourth pillar. You paid your zakat this year. The year is running out, the Islamic year. Where in Dhul Hijah, before you know it, Maram may say, have you paid your zakat? Mr. Mari, have you paid your zakat? Oh, you're welcome. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
Thanks, Hamza. No, I haven't paid my zakat, and I am hoping to hear now from our guests who is in the best position to discuss this fourth pillar, of course, on why we need to pay zakat, how much, how are eligible, the people that are eligible to pay zakat.
I was in the sub.
Yes, I was in the sub to pay the zakat. But before we call him on set, of course, it's important that we give credit to our sponsors and donors of this show. They're the ones that make the show, to keep going,
Pay the bills.
to pay the bills, and to help us put smiles on
other people's faces.
Exactly, carrying the true essence of this season.
And guess what? One of the brains behind the program is the guest we are having.
Mashallah, the ones. Should I tell them already? Should we tell them?
The program is still being supported by Standard Insurance, Signature Global, Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation, Noble Cars, Royal Flavors, and of course, our prof, our dad, Professor Ahmed bin Salahuddin, who has gifted everybody 20K, all the winners, and a copy of the glorious Quran. And our brothers, Suleiman, Aliru, Kairuba. We'll be back shortly to bring in our guests. Who is our guest? You don't know.
I don't know.
You will see him soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
My name is Abdulaziz Jibril Salahuddin. I'm the General Manager of Signature Global Real Estate, and I also serve as the Group CFO of Standard Group Holdings. Signature Global Real Estate were part of a 4-decade-old group of companies. We're a real estate brokerage firm. We have our operational office here in Nigeria, and we also have our head office in Dubai. Our mission is to support Nigerian investors and also African investors as a whole to make an informed decision in making real estate investments.
Standard Insurance Consultant Limited is a leading insurance brokerage firm in Nigeria. The company plays a leading role in Nigeria's insurance ecosystem by providing expert advice and tailored insurance solutions to individual businesses and organizations.
So as a whole, for us the idea is to just continue to assist Nigerians and Africans to make good decisions when they are making their real estate investments right across the globe.
لبيك اللهم لبيك.
Welcome back. Already we have on set our ED of one of our partners on first 10 days of Dhul Hijah from Ames Media Company Limited. And Nadia, what do we have on set? It's time to reveal.
There's no introduction because before this program, you said you were one of their beneficiaries.
Yes.
They reach out to a lot of multitudes of people through their organization, Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation.
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
Join us as we welcome to the studios of Ames Media Company. He's actually our friend, Edo. Prince Suleiman Olagunju. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Prince.
Also state Prince in you.
You're welcome, Prince. Thank you so much for joining us today.
I am your brother, Sulaiman Olagunju.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
You were listening to our intro, the fourth pillar. I mean, Islam is based on 5 pillars, and then the 4th pillar, who it's only those qualified that can, perform that act. Tell us, what's the 4th pillar, sir?
First and foremost, I'm honored to be here. Also, I want to thank Allah that I also have opportunity of being alive today. And if you're alive and you're able to put up good work, kudos to you. Coming to the question, the issue of zakat. Zakat is an important aspect of our life as Muslims. Once we say we have 5 pillars, and the 4th one is zakat. Some scholars said it is the 3rd pillar. So it depends on how you want to view it. But majority said it is 3rd pillar. And that's why I usually want to put it as 3rd pillar, is the central pillar that actually takes out of the other 4 pillars. Look at the 1st pillar, the pillar of Iman.
First round made us to realize that poverty can lead to kufr. Poverty can actually make us to become a non-believer.
Yes.
The second is prayer. So that they have not eaten and they are asking you,
Go and pray.
come.
The fourth one, which is Ramadan. We all know we spend so much during the month of Ramadan. And don't talk of the 5th pillar. It is money.
You know better now.
It is money. So zakat actually permits all aspects of our life. And that's the beauty of Islam. So, what is zakat? Zakat is a mandatory amount of money that those who have enough wealth that reaches what we call nisab, certain amounts, which is 85 grams of gold. So that person is supposed to pay zakat on the whole wealth.
The worth of 35 grams of gold currently is around 12 million or thereabout, which
12 million.
yes, 443,223 naira 10 kobo.
Wow. 12 million.
Yes. If your wealth, the net worth, not your wealth,
Oh.
net worth, after you have done all your expenses that's supposed to do, you have carried out everything, then if you still have net worth of that amount, which is 12 million,
12.4 million thereabout, you are expected to pay 1/40 of the money. 1/40 of that money. So, even if you are having, you said that net worth, the amount you are going to pay is just around 300,000. So it's just a small portion of our wealth. Very, very.
Which you are investing for the hereafter.
You are investing for the hereafter and even for this life. Because if you pay your zakat, you are only paying yourself.
Yes.
If you pay our zakat, the environment will become more peaceful.
Thank you so much for that, because we've already preempted one of our questions where we intend to know the wisdom that lies behind this social and spiritual, this is a social and spiritual experiment for us as humans.
Yeah.
Yes. So you've been able to tell us that it helps in reshaping the society, because the distribution of wealth would have ensured that we do not have poor people. There is this thing where they know that, what I'll eat and how I'll feed, how the shelter and everything has been catered to by the rich people. So they're not trying to steal from them. This brings me also to this question that the zakat, can you explain to us how zakat bridges the gap between the rich and the poor? Because it's often described as that, but we need to understand why and how that come to be.
Okay. When the zakat is collected, it is expected that the zakat administrator to identify the needy in that community. Ahead of zakat collection, what exactly is their need?
Need assessments.
You do proper need assessment to know the need. Based on the zakat you have collected, you now start distribution of the wealth, such that everybody's needs should be adequately catered for. The challenges that we have is most wealthy people are not paying their zakat, and that's why you see there are so many people that are living in abject poverty.
Under poverty line.
That's the major challenge that we have. If all the Muslims that are supposed to pay the zakat pay their zakat, we're likely not going to have this wide gap between the rich and the poor. It is aim to bridge that gap. That's the essence, to redistribute the wealth so that everybody within the community have their own share of the wealth of Allah. After all, we are just a custodian of this world. Yes. When it's time, God takes you up.
That's what we need to understand.
Come with nothing. Come with nothing.
You come with nothing and you are going to live without anything. So,
let's look at your organization, Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation. No point to ask what is the difference between Zakat and Sadaqah. You'll probably talk about it. But before your organization, we had this lopsidedness of distribution. But since you're coming, and which has also given birth to quite a number of other organizations, you have sort of refined, you have repositioned zakat distribution. And with your transparency, you get more people donating their zakat to you. Share your experience on how a lot of you have been empowered. You talk of widows, educational support, health support, even bridging the gap that we just talked about.
The way we're supposed to address the issue of zakat, we have not been addressing it as such, and that's why we have that problem. Most people see zakat as just a religious duty that should be restricted to the mosque or to the imams. We've not been involving professionals. That's the gap that we saw. Okay. And that's when we were coming on board. We came with full force. We have to get people who are working and decide to pay them. To say, those of you who are working elsewhere, bring your own money, then we'll employ those who can actually handle the work. So at our end, we have several departments. We have monitoring and evaluation department. Good. Monitoring and evaluation department does not just monitor what we have done. And they don't just evaluate what we have done as well. They are saddled with responsibility of assessment of the need of the people before we give. So we also have what we call monitoring after the items have been given. Now, the two sides work together almost all the time. While the monitoring and evaluation reside mostly in the head office, their other arms are outside.
All over the federation.
All over the federation. Identify, they are volunteer workers, identify the Muslims and non-Muslims that are in need. Now, we are so concerned about not just you are in need. Do you really need it? Because not everybody deserves to be given the zakat. Now, we do a pilot of most of the program to see what one we should actually put our neck into. We create more time after so much trial and error, so to say, or pilot test. We have come to realize that the very first important thing to us is empowerment of the needy.
Take that person out of the poverty.
Take him out of the poverty, and you know the family is okay.
Empowered.
Empowered. As we are empowering men, we are empowering women. Widows, we are equally empowering them. So most of these, we have a whole department for widows and orphan. And under this, we call it what we call orphan and indigent educational support. They actually handle educational need of the parents that are not able to take care of their children. Okay. So all these departments are there to take care of.
To make your organization very effective.
Yes.
So
Imam, Prince, I want us to look at this, just stepping a little outside of zakat and help us look at what is the relationship between Waqf, Sadaqah, and Zakah? Because I know they're closely related, but then how can we differentiate what relationship do they have towards this empowerment and ensuring proper distribution of wealth and all that?
And those are all your products.
Okay. The two of them, they are out to actually redistribute wealth among the Muslims. Both Zakat and Waqf, they are out to redistribute wealth among the society. That's the focus. But one is short term. That is Zakat Foundation is a short term. Zakat is a short term. As the money comes in, we distribute. Whereas Waqf, when the money comes in, you invest, and it's only the proceed on it that you have to be distributing. You must not distribute Waqf. Waqf is supposed to continue to grow. Endowments are supposed to continue to grow. And that's why even everything you have seen on the Waqf, you cannot distribute everything. So we have a formula because we have a whole foundation now handling that. They are our sister company, Said and Next Waqf Foundation. And we have to do this because over a period of time, we discovered that some people are giving us Waqf and we are distributing it along with the Zakat. And we discovered, no. We have to separate it.
Interesting. The program is still 4 Sundays of Dhul Hijah. We are taking a look at Zakat today. Have you paid your Zakat? We have a foundation here where you can channel your Zakat to. They have been found to be very transparent, trustworthy, and you can name it. Let's go for the short break.
Eid Saeed, let's enjoy this happy day. Eid Mubarak, come on, let's celebrate.
It's a few days to this year's Eid al-Adha. While many children eagerly await new clothes and warm meals with family members, some are silently waiting for hope. In Nigeria, over 18 million children have lost one or both parents. They face poverty, hunger, and uncertainty every day. These orphans are not just numbers, they are lives waiting for compassion from you and I. With your donation this Eid, you can bring light into their lives. With just 10,000 naira, you can feed and clothe an orphan, giving them a chance to smile. A meal, a new dress, a smile, and a reason to believe in tomorrow and humanity, courtesy of you. Eid is a time of sacrifice, love, and of sharing what we have with those who have not. During this Eid al-Adha, don't let them be forgotten. Let your giving be their celebration. Because when you give to an orphan, you give to Allah.
Kindly donate a minimum of 10,000 naira to Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation to feed, clothe, and orphan.
Be the reason why the orphans smile.
لبيك اللهم لبيك.
Welcome back. So, to the question I just asked you about what brought about the distribution of food packs, and meat, especially for this this season that we are in right now. And even during Ramadan, we had all this distribution of food packs and everything, and a lot of family benefited greatly from them.
Most of the...
Sorry, sir, because your name is Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation. What brought you? Wait, you are supposed to distribute Zakat, not food or electronics and all of that. What?
A machine, sewing machine.
Oh, you got that?
Yes, no. I was there when they also distributed those.
Yeah, not the first people to ask this question. People say when you collect Zakat, give them the money like that. No. The practice is what does the beneficiary need? Because if you give money to somebody that needs sewing machine, you have only encouraged him or her to go and spend the money. So, but when you give him the machine or sewing machine, you will be able to see it. Our people that does our own monitoring will see it. Because if we give you an item at least once in a month, we have a monitoring officer that monitors it. So you can't just go and sell it. And we allow, if you know you are tired, you don't need it again, you can sell it. Now, coming to food distribution, it's not only during Eid that we distribute food. we distribute food very often, almost all the time. But during the season time like this, we know what the needies are passing through. The only way to put smile on their faces is to assure them that there is food and there is meat. Because so that they can also celebrate just like others. You know, we roll out a package to say, please donate 10,000 naira and make a family happy. That's what we've been doing. And people have been donating. And that's why it's much easier for us, even beyond our own expectation at times. That, okay, despite all the hardship that we have in this country, people are still coming forward to support the needy. Because there is that feeling within us, Nigerians, as far as me I'm concerned, we have that empathy for ourselves. So people are donating the money and we are distributing the items. So this year, for example, for the heat, we have 7 people that will benefit from this end. Those who call into IMS Media, they will go with their ram. We are more concerned about making sure the food gets round as many as possible, especially during season like this.
Okay. Interesting. We've talked about zakat, sadaqah, what. I know that in your organization, you always encourage people to, if you are collecting zakat today, next year or in 2 years, you should also be one of those that will come and pay zakat. How do you do that and ensure that they comply?
Yes, if we have been able to identify the need of beneficiaries, we have identified what exactly do they need. Now, coming back to come and pay back, I mean, it's natural. To whom much is given, which is expected. And that's why our monitoring and evaluation is not about policeman and the offender. No, it's an encouragement to see that you are doing very well. So we have seen people that have train them. You do training, then you do mentorship for them. So all this makes them to come back. So that monitoring and evaluation, all the zakat institution needs to put it in place. If you want people to respond back to you, you will do this and they will return, they will pay.
I'm tempted to ask, what makes ZSF different from others? ZSF is Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation.
What I can say, compared to most of other organizations, is we decide to institutionalize Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation. You can see we have staff that are being paid, and we do evaluation just like any other company. So if you are doing well, we'll compensate you. If you are not doing well, we show you way out. So it's just like we are running a company. Okay. So it's not just you. My staff are, they must resume 8 a.m. You close 5 p.m. The senior officers know that you close when I leave. So everybody needs to put their best. And I have to pay my zakat. If you are working for us and you know you have to pay, you are qualified to pay, we will take zakat from your salary. We will not even discuss that with you. Wow. It's already paid.
Just like tax, like the Nigerian tax system too.
So that's what I see. Most of us need to make sure we pay more attention to this institution so that we can liberate ourselves from poverty.
Interesting. Madam, any other say?
Well, Executive Director Prince has already mentioned everything that I have in my question list for him. However, people that are not yet able to pay zakat, but they desire to, people that have been able to pay zakat, but they do not know what channels to take it through, or they don't know which is a trustworthy one. We know ZSF, Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation, is here to help you through that. However, what word do you have to them beyond Dhul Hijah to be able to continuously have this thing in mind?
Consciousness.
The consciousness, yes, of zakat. So one word out there for our viewers. For
first and foremost, I think I should thank all the zakat payers as well as Sadaqah payers, especially those who have been patronizing Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation. It is because we are paying. That's why we are able to achieve what we've been able to achieve. When we announce the amount we mobilize, people say, oh, wow. But the truth is still far from where we are going. So we need more people to pay their zakat. Zakat is a religious duty. And if you listen to the word of Prophet Sallam that said, zakat does not decrease wealth. It only purifies and make your wealth to grow. We know some zakat payer that when we started together, they are paying 1 million. And now some of them are paying as much as 10 million. So it's a growth issue. But most people don't know. And the comfort of it is, if zakat is your wealth, and you refuse to take the zakat, how? The Prophet said, zakat will destroy that wealth. So how many Muslims today that just see that they are wealthy before, and all of a sudden, start seeing another? When they refuse to pay zakat, I have one experience. There is a man that pays zakat to us, and some of his colleagues questioned him, how are you making it? The man said, I have a powerful sham, so they are said, you are allergic. Does it mean allergic cannot? Said they should come. When they arrived, he invited us. And I said them, why? Now said we should talk to them. Said, what have I been doing? Said, I've been paying my zakat. And that is the whole story. The man want to inform them, pay your zakat. Because he knows his friends do refuse to pay zakat. But he has been paying his zakat and it's been working for him. So that is the sham.
That's it. So you heard it. It's a sham. For you to pay your zakat, ensure that even if you do not reach the nisab for zakat, you pay sadaqah regularly. And of course, you also have the opportunity to invest with the zakat and sadaqat investment and waqf. Yes. So that way, the proceeds from that investment would also be returned into charity, basically. So thank you so much, Prince, for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
What do we have for our viewers again today?
Jazakumullahu khairan. Well, I think it's the question. Well, let's give them the you know how we do it.
They still need to win gift, Abi. So we should still give them questions.
Of course, the rice is there. You heard the Eid just talked about the meat, the Eid meat.
Yes.
Which we are still going to talk about.
Okay.
The numbers. And of course, we have to appreciate our partners.
The most important thing to everybody.
People must get it. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you to our partners, Signature Global, Standard Group, and Royal Flavors, Noble Scabs, and Professor Ahmed bin Salahuddin, Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation. Thank you so much. He's here.
Others from there.
Yes, Brother Yahya Suleiman, Aliru Mamadou, and Mohammed Garuba. Thank you so much for supporting. So, let's see you again tomorrow, inshallah.
Inshallah. But before we go, remember to join us across all our social media platforms. And, of course, do stay tuned. Scan that barcode just in case we have a question for you. And you definitely have a gift to win. So, see you again, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.